Happy Monday. I know it is super gloomy out there this morning, but I put something on the screen that I hope really gives you joy because it gives me joy. I mean, it snowed this weekend. Gross. But take a look at this forecast. This is the 10-day forecast. And once we get to Thursday, it looks gross kind of today and tomorrow. But once we get to Thursday, 62. Yeah, we got some rain, but that's okay. 60s. And then next Wednesday, 73. Ooh, 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 ooh. Anyway, thought you'd enjoy that little bit. Today we're going to be taking a look at foreshadowing. And you're probably wondering, well, we've already talked about foreshadowing. Yes, I know we have. But I want to take it to the next level today. Foreshadowing is dropping clues that will hint at what's going to happen later in the story. Sometimes those clues are really subtle and you have to pick up on them and you have to kind of read between the lines. We call that making inferences, right? And we call that implicit. And then sometimes the clues, like they come right out and they like hit you right in the head, like, hello, you should know this, pay attention. And that's explicitly stated information. A lot of times that comes through warnings or the author comes right out and tells us, okay? We're going to take a look at two of those examples today. I really like this little image here. We've got a Star Wars reference. I wonder how many of y'all pick up on that. I'm not going to say anything else about that. Mr. Oliver, if you're watching. So previously in chapter 3, we'd taken a look at a description of setting. And we had talked about how this description shows that there's a darkness, there's an evil that's coming with this pearl. And we saw words like black, evil, and poison, and venom when the town was described, when the pearl had just been found and everybody was finding out about it. We also saw in the same area, same chapter, that there was a description of the nighttime, of Kino's, of the setting. And in that, the fish, the big fish, were slaughtering the little fish, and the nighthawks were hunting the mice. And so, through these two descriptions, if we were making inferences and we were paying really close attention, you may think, okay, this is bad. But this would have been much harder to pick up on. These are really subtle clues. Okay, that's very different than what we'll see with Juana here on this slide. Another subtle clue is with Juan Tomas in chapter 4. He comes right out. Instead of being a description, we have dialogue here, right? And foreshadowing can happen through description. It can happen through dialogue. So here we have Juan Tomas, and he kind of gives a little warning, but it is a more subtle clue. And he says to Kino, when Kino refuses to sell the pearl, he says, you have defied, which means gone against, not just the pearl buyers, but the whole way of life. And I am afraid for you. And so that was a little tiny clue saying, this isn't going to be good. Juana and I starred this because this is coming right out and telling us, okay, this is what we call a warning, a caution. And when you see this in a story, pay attention. It's foreshadowing. And she cautions. And this is like, bam, in your face. She says, pearl is evil. Let us destroy it before it destroys us. Let us crush it between two stones. Let us throw it back into the sea where it belongs. I don't know. Did that say that twice? I'll have to go double check and fix it if it didn't. Because I have it here twice. It may just be once. I may have made a mistake. Anyway, she comes right out and gives us a clue like this is evil, this is bad. Now, speaking of coming right out and telling us something, now that we've gotten through 2/3 of the book, okay, we're close to being finished, believe it or not. We're in chapter 5 now, and there's only 6 chapters. If we go back to the very first page, it'll make more sense now when the author, before the story began, gave us kind of like an overview, kind of like sometimes if you watch a movie and they talk over the movie, it's like a voiceover. The very first sentence of the book said, in the town, they tell the story of the Great Pearl, how it was found, and how it was lost again. So when we go back to that, it gives us a pretty significant clue about how Kino's not going to sell this pearl. Okay? Or if he does, pearl's going to get lost, but probably not, right? Now that we've got all the clues added up together. So that's explicitly stated information. At this point, you're going to go watch the video. There's a couple questions about Finding Nemo. There's 2 scenes in here, one from Finding Nemo, one from Finding Dory. How do these scenes connect? How does the first situation, the first scene, actually foretell or foreshadow what will happen in the second? And that is that for today. One of the questions will be on the Finding Nemo clip, so make sure you watch that. I'm going to make a quick video and put it on the next slide that explains how these connect and go over these questions if you're not sure. Have a great day, everybody. Bye.